Got a 2005 Ford Mustang here. We're going to do front brakes on it. These are actually pretty simple. So the first thing you want to do, well, besides jacking it up and getting the tire off, on the brake master cylinder here, take the lid off, because we're going to push some fluid back in there, and we're going to do this so we don't have to bleed the brakes. So if you've never done that before, I'm going to show you how, because we're not going to crack any brake lines. So we got the brakes here. Looks like B378. I don't know if that's the number or not. No, Duralast MKD 1081 if you need them. We've got a C-clamp and a 12 millimeter. So the first thing we're going to do, we have it jacked up, we have the tire off, and we have it turned that direction so we can get to the caliper. Right in the back side of the caliper, we're going to take loose this 12 and this 12 millimeter here. We'll pull that back off. We'll use one of the old brake shoes to push down the cylinder. Just the two 12 millimeters, and she's just already trying to fall off. So there it is there. Well, I don't like to see that dust cover rip, but all right. And here's our brake shoes. We can just pull that off the back, pull that off the front, just like that. And now what I do is I just hang this up the best you can. I'm going to have to use two hands here, but let me give you the idea of what we're doing. We're going to take this caliper, or this brake, set it right there. And then we're going to squeeze this with the clamp. We're going to push these cylinders back in there at the same time. That's what the C-clamp is for. Do this nice and slow because you don't want your master cylinder reservoir to overflow. Just go nice and easy and push it back in there. This ensures that you don't have any air in the line and we get those cylinders back. That way we don't have to bleed the brakes. Let's shove those back. Here's how I have it set up, just resting on my knee right now. Brake pad and the C-clamp, and I'm just going to turn this nice and slow. If you turn it any faster than this, you're going to overflow that brake master cylinder because it's going to squirt the fluid back too quick. So just turn it nice and slow until those pistons are completely down, and then we can pull this old brake shoe out of here. Just about there. And I might need two hands. There you go. So now both of those are down all the way. We can fit the thickness of the new pads, because they are much thicker. These brakes were just about done. See how thin those were. So let's go ahead and set these into place. Just going to take these, twist them around, and you'll see better on the one on the outside how they go in if you're not sure. But I do need two hands again. Okay, so the back one's just going to slide right in. The front one, you got to start it on this angle like this, because you need to clear this part of the caliper, and then you can shove it in. Just like that. Get them tapped down nice and tight. And then we're going to set our caliper back on. Always check these pistons right here to make sure they pop right back out. They need to slide out. If not, you can unbolt those or unscrew them. I think they just pull out. And you can re-grease those if needed. But these ones are moving pretty good, so we won't worry about that. So now let's go ahead and slide this on. And sometimes they catch right there. See that? So you got to pull the pin down with your hand to get it into place. There you go. Now we'll put our two 12 millimeter bolts back in and tighten it up. Now, after you get these in, tighten those up real tight. Put your reservoir back on. Of course, you're going to do both sets. Put your reservoir cap back on. Get in your vehicle. Push the brake down 3 times slow. Slow and slow. Start the car 3 times slow, and they should harden right up. You start the car and let it run and do it 3 times slow. And that's it. You don't have to bleed your brakes. So I hope this video helps you out. Please click like. Please click subscribe. Click on my name underneath this video for all my other how-to videos. And we're doing a bunch on this. I did the lower control arms if you need it. We're doing rear brakes if you need it. We're doing alternator if you need it. We're doing thermostat housing if you need it. We're doing a bunch on this. Oil change. So as always, guys, enjoy.